What's up everyone? So today we have our Falcon guide. It's going to be the first of many guides I plan to do on this channel. So Falcon I love. I use Falcon in so much content. I just used him in Labyrinth recently and dude, the man's a beast. You can even use him in Abyss. There's just a few things we're going to go over today. We're going to go over how he's an evade counter. He counters nodes like Dizzy, Mixmaster, Hazard Shift, Biohazard, Freezer Burn, just to name a few. Any champ with the defensive DOT, damage over time. Examples are like A-Bomb, Morningstar, and he also has access to Bleed and Incinerate, which is also an extra little fact of utility. But when Falcon's on his lock-on mode, he has so much utility when it comes to questing. So let's go ahead and take a look at his signature ability. So for me, if you really want to use this guy, you can use this guy day one. He does not have to be awakened. Awakening just allows you to access his lock-on and be in his lock-on phase a lot longer. It's 2 seconds longer, and you honestly feel like you're on lock-on most of the match compared to an unawakened. But even then, the unawakened is still not bad for most things. So yeah, it lasts an extra 2 seconds longer, and you get some additional crit rating as well. So you pretty much, when you're on lock-on phase, if you have this guy at Sig 200, you're pretty much critting every hit. I had this guy Sig 119, and when I was doing Labyrinth, when I was in lock-on, I was critting almost every hit. It was like very rarely I wasn't critting. So like I said, it's nice to have this guy awakened, but if you're there for the utility, you don't need this guy awakened. So some cool things we're going to go over just really quickly. His special 2, the second hit is guaranteed crit, which is great because when you're in that harder content with the bigger health pools, you're always guaranteed to hit at least, with the rank 5 at least, you're always guaranteed to at least hit about 20k. If you hit both crits, then you're looking at like 30 to 40k worth of damage. So it's actually pretty good. The special one is pretty good if you want to apply some bleeds. If you're not in lock-on, it's 1 bleed. If you're in lock-on, it's you get an additional bleed, so you get 2 bleeds total. Now, Special 3 is very useful if you want to access the Incinerate, and also if you want the Vulnerability debuff, okay? So Special 3, 100% chance to inflict an Incinerate debuff, dealing 3,880 damage over 10 seconds. Incinerate also removes Perfect Block chance and reduces block proficiency by 50%. Now, if you're zeroed in, which is you're in the lock-on phase, 100% chance to inflict a 25-second Vulnerability debuff. Attacking a vulnerable opponent grants plus 900 critical damage rating and reduces block proficiency by 50%. So this is pretty good because your crits are going to be doing more damage, and it's for 25 seconds. So that's a pretty long time. I think I did the math, and it's about 2 lock-on phases. You might be able to squeeze in a little bit of the 3rd lock-on phase. Yeah, Falcon has so much utility and a lot of damage. That's what I love about Falcon. He brings the utility, but he also brings the damage too. And you see a lot of this in, of course, the evade matchups, but especially in Abyss and Labyrinth. Dude, my guy is hitting like 12k mediums. No suicides, no boost other than like I had 1 synergy going. I think it was like 9% synergy going. So you're going to be seeing some of that footage later on today. So let's go ahead and get onto the footage. Alright guys, so another cool interaction we have with Falcon is against Nick Fury. I know Nick Fury can be a huge pain for everybody, especially with his charges, and especially with him going unblockable. Now the cool thing with Falcon is while you're zeroed in or in lock-on phase, while attacking Nick Fury, he will gain no charges. And this is going to be very helpful for that real Nick Fury phase when you do not want to push him into unblockable. So we're going to go ahead and test that out really quick. So watch, he starts out with 6 charges. We're going to go into lock-on phase. And boom. No more charges. As long as we're zeroed in, this guy can gain no charges whatsoever. So we're going to push him into real Nick Fury phase real quick so we can test this out. He got rid of the lock-on, which is okay. So now we're going to go into lock-on. Boom. No more charges. We're going to bait out a heavy attack, and then we'll finish this guy off. And just like that, Nick Fury down. Don't have to worry about unblockable or anything. That's why Falcon is amazing. And the cool thing about Falcon is, when using Falcon, his lock-on phase lasts for 14 seconds, but it increases by 40% against Science Champions. So later on in the video, I'll show you like Abyss Thing. His lock-on phase is going to last even longer, plus his Sig an extra 2 seconds. So you're looking at a pretty much 20-second uptime. Alright guys, so right now we're going to be showing off how Falcon can shut off the defensive ability accuracy. So we're going to be going up against a duel against Morningstar, just to show how he can shut off and not being bled while he's on lock-on phase. So let's go ahead and get in on that. Alright, so this is another good thing. As you can see, we're not getting bled at all because their defensive ability accuracy is pretty much 0. Alright, so as you can see, we didn't take any bleed damage, so it's going to work for characters like Abomination. The only thing it doesn't work for, sadly, is characters that start off with the debuff. Like, if you were to put Falcon against Iceman, he's going to get, obviously, the Cold Snap on him. Characters like that you start the match with, you're not going to be able to shut that off. But against characters that you can attack in and that place the debuffs on you, you'll be totally fine while in lock-on phase. So for the first piece of footage today, we're going to be playing with Falcon against RoL Winter Soldier, so I can just show you how to play this guy and access his lock-on phase and all that other good stuff. I'm running a attack and crit synergy team based on Falcon synergies, and his synergy is actually pretty good if you want some attack boost. He has one with Cull Obsidian for 9% attack, and the rest are about 3%, and I have a 6% in there as well. It's like a total of like 22% attack boost just from his synergies alone. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in on here. So to access his lock-on phase, you're going to swipe back and hold block for 1.2 seconds, and at that point you're on lock-on. You can see when I crit, I'm hitting about 7k crit mediums and about 4k crit lights. And the thing about Winter Soldier is, he does not have an evade mechanic, so we're not getting our cruelty. So this is base Falcon damage, and he scales when he gets those cruelty charges. So against Fade Champions, dude, he's going to be hitting hard. So we're going to test out the special 2. Look, first hit crit, 5,000, 11,000. So base Falcon damage is about 17,000, a little like 16,000 special 2 damage if you crit. So not bad. So now we're going to race up to a special 3 so I can show you that rotation. A special 3 rotation if you want the extra crit damage. Look at that, we're 43 hits in and we already got him about 25% down. Alright, so now we're going to hit the special 3. We will get an Incinerate and we'll also get the vulnerability debuff on. Okay? It adds about 1,000 damage on our crits. Now the key here is we're going to try to race the special 2, which we'll be able to get probably on our next lock-on phase. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to get that, to get the special 2 on the vulnerability, but it's only going to add about 1,000 or 2,000 damage onto the crit, so it's not really needed. Just took some damage like a scrub. I mostly never really use the special 3, to be honest. I mostly just spam special 2, and it works really well, man. The damage is crazy. I'll be posting a link in my description below for the Labyrinth fight that I did with Falcon against Spider-Gwen. But the cool thing about Falcon and Labyrinth and Abyss is they all have a chance to evade. So in lock-on phase, you're going to be able to stack cruelties like a madman. Every fight that I use Falcon in, he hits the max cruelty, which is about, I think 102 is the max cruelty that you can reach. And at that point, Falcon is hitting really hard. He's hitting like 12k mediums. But you'll see in the Labyrinth video. I'll do a little bit of this in this video just to show you, because I'm going to be doing, I had the 6-star at rank 2. So we'll be doing a little damage comparison between the Awakened 5-star versus the Unawakened 6-star. So we're just going to finish off this Winter Soldier real quick. If I'm guessing, we're about around 150 hits right now. So we're absolutely demolishing this guy. And we're going to wait. Oh, we don't really need to wait for the lock on. We can lock on now. One more special 2 should do it. If it doesn't do it, maybe like another hit. Okay, see 13,000 right there in Assassin's Ring. And my Assassin's not even like fully maxed out either. So yeah, not bad. I scrubbed up a little bit in the beginning. So 163 hits. I don't have maxed out Assassin. I'm not running Suicides. I'm just running a little bit of attack. It's about a 20% attack boost right now. So not bad. Not bad for Falcon at all. Which you want to use Falcon for his damage, but also mostly for his utility, which we're going to get into with the next couple videos. Alright guys, now that we've done Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, now we're going to go on to some Act 7 stuff, some Book 2 stuff. I'm going to show you how his utility comes in handy and how he can stack those cruelties. So there's a lane in Quest 3 where it has Mesmerize, Dizzy, and Stun and Vulnerability. Alright, so this is great for Falcon because he's going to stack those cruelties. I'm going to show you some footage that I had recorded on a previous stream that showcases the 5-star versus the Unawakened 6-star. The Unawakened 6-star does have that damage boost, so the Unawakened 6-star is going to look like he's hitting harder, but that just proves that even having him Unawakened is still a great pull, whether you pull him as a 5-star or a 6-star. Oh, he even gets that attack bonus too. I forgot about that. Not bad. The only thing about the Unawakened Falcon is like I'm not critting as much as I know I could. That was 13,000, that wasn't bad. Read the chat right now, guys. Let's get the Star-Lord down. We got 31 cruelties right now, which is not bad. Look at that, dude. 20k mediums, man. That's kind of disgusting. Bryce said, would you rank for an Unawakened AA? Yeah, dude. AA is a beast. Even Unawakened, but Awakened, he's even better. Hey, WWCD Gamers, what's up, man? So we're going to run through this with Unawakened Falcon, and then we'll run through with the Awakened Falcon. You gotta remember too that the 6-star Falcon does get an attack boost as well. Dude, look at that. Gets an attack boost through the Book 2 node, global node. Dude, look at that, man. Disgusting. Should be a rare. Look at that, man. 20k, 14, 14, 14. He's hitting freaking hard, man. Which I did in my original run for this lane. I used Falcon for this, and he was so good. The lock on even gets on faster too. Look at that, dude. I'm critting like almost on every hit. We're about to get lock on again already. And you gotta remember, the 6-star does have a boost during this quest. That's why it may seem like the 5-star is taking a little bit less damage. But I did want to test that out in book 2. And like, if you're in book 2, I would even say maybe even run the Unawakened over the Awakened Falcon, to be honest. Just because of that attack boost. Those crits are heavy, like look at that. Dude, the Unawakened actually does more damage. How funny. We'll definitely have to try this guy outside of book 2. Just because the boost was helping him so much. That was 18k. Let's see, yeah, it seems that the global node really makes the Unawakened 6-star more viable. Yeah, way more viable, dude. Because it's all about critting with Falcon, and that attack boost, the crit multiplier is just so much better. See, that doesn't give me cruelties for whatever reason. In Abyss, it does. In Abyss, that'll give me a bunch more cruelty. Gotta get this guy down faster. Yeah, dude, I would say if you have Falcon as a 6-star Awakened, dude, oh my god, I can just imagine how hard he's hitting. Like, look, he as a 5-star, he's hitting still really hard. He's done right. Nice. XFA, what's up, dude? Alright, so next we have Falcon against a Thorns opponent. So Thorns, you're going to take 15% attack as direct damage whenever struck. So as long as I'm in lock-on, I should not take any Thorns damage. So let's go ahead and showcase this a little bit. We will have the advantage as well here. And I think we'll also shut off his indestructible in the beginning as well. Yes, up. Just like that. No Thorns damage, no indestructible either. And it pretty much just becomes a straight up match from this point on. Get out that special. Get that special one. And then we pretty much just gotta wait until our lock-on phase comes back, which is now. Just like that. We'll probably be able to get him down in this lock-on phase. So it takes about 2 lock-on phases. And this guy has like 250,000 health. And this is Act 6. Probably 3 lock-on phases actually. Because this guy won't throw his special attacks, it's taking a lot longer than it should. Plus he's got that armor too. And the good thing about the... Oh, just got heavy attack. The good thing about the armor is when we're in lock-on, we're piercing through that armor with these crits. And that's another good thing about Falcon is you got an armored opponent, we can pierce through that pretty easily while in lock-on. let's put this guy to sleep. And that's it. Falcon against Thorns. Easy. Okay, so the next piece of utility that I'm going to be talking about is the fact that Falcon can bypass Safeguard. I know we don't see Safeguard much anymore, but it comes every once in a while in certain event quests and like special events. So this guy only has 12k health, so once we bypass Safeguard, he's pretty much going to be dead right away. But I will show you that it's not just a fluke. So we're going to attack this guy. Look at, oh man, only 121 damage. Alright, now we're in lock-on phase. Boom. Dead. Just like that. And that's just like another piece of utility that Falcon has. Like, he completely shuts off Safeguard. And I know, like, especially a lot for beginning summoners, if you get Falcon and you want to do Road to Labyrinth, which has a bunch of Safeguard in it, Falcon is your guy. You can get through it super quickly and super easily with Falcon. Alright guys, so the next footage I'm going to show is Biohazard, how you can shut off nodes like Biohazard, Hazard Shift, and Freezer Burn. We're going to test it against Biohazard, but it'll work for all the others just the same. This one also has Clapback, but it doesn't matter, we're not going to be putting any DOT, because we're just going to be using our special 2. And then don't forget, all this content I'm showing is from either Act 6, Act 7, or Abyss. Alright? Even some Labyrinth stuff is in my description, but I'm not showing anything lower than that. So if it might seem like I'm finishing off these characters really quickly, it's just because Falcon's that good. Alright, let's get onto the footage. And we won't have to worry about the miss mechanic, I believe. So no Biohazard, don't have to worry about Biohazard right now. Oh my god. Okay. Got locked on again. And we don't want to use bleed because they have clapback on. Yeah, so we don't want to make her bleed. Oh, damn, the invisibility. Forgot about that for a second. Good thing for adrenaline, man. Nice, dude. See, Falcon worked. I ate a combo to the face, but he worked out pretty well. Let us go in now. Oh yeah, dude, see? The 5-star Falcon is so good outside of Book 2 compared to the 6-star. We're gonna get this Invisible Woman down way faster. Remember, this is Biohazard as well, too. So we are completely shutting off the biohazard mode. And Invisible Woman's not the most fun to fight either. So Falcon is absolutely killing it, dude. And she's down. Alright, so moving on. Now we're going to be testing Falcon against Mixmaster. So Mixmaster is great for Falcon because every time he's in lock-on mode and he hits 2 lights in a row, he's going to get a cruelty. And that's going to be great for Falcon on getting his damage up and also reducing that evade. So let's go into the footage. Okay. Alright, so now onto the good stuff, dude. This is where we're going to see Falcon shine. Alright, so right here we got Spry, Ghast, and Mixmaster. So we're going to completely shut off Spry and Ghast. And then Mixmaster, that's how we're going to get our cruelty stacks. And these guys have like 300k health, so we're going to see how fast we can get them down. So one lock-on mode, we got him down about 25%, and we only have 3 cruelty stacks, which is kind of weird. I don't know why we're not getting a bunch of them right now. I guess I'm lowering ability accuracy, maybe that's what it is? I'm not exactly sure. Not bad. Now the crits are starting to hit a little bit harder. Nice. I just gotta remember not to use Special 2 twice in a row. Let's drop a Special 1 now to get that out of the way. So we got 13 cruelty stacks, not bad. Whoa, he evaded. What the heck? What the hell? How did that happen? That was so weird how he evaded. I have him locked on right now. Yeah. Nice, dude. Look at that. We healed all our health back pretty much, too. Alright, guys. So now we're going to be getting on to Falcon versus Abyss thing. So the key to this fight is to, especially for the first half of the Abyssal charges, we want to only attack this guy while in lock-on. Because while in lock-on, he's not going to be gaining rock stacks. And also, we're going to be gaining our cruelty charges as well, because everybody in Abyss has a positive 8 chance. So that's the game plan here. Once we get to the second half of the Abyssal charges, he'll start gaining rock stacks even when we're in lock-on phase, just because of his ability accuracy goes up. But for the first half, it's super easy to manage the rock stacks. I only attack, I think, a couple of times when I'm out of the lock-on phase, only because I don't want the Fight Me cower to pop up just right there. I wanted to get rid of that quickly so we don't run out of the Abyssal charges faster than we should. So that's pretty much the name of the game for this Abyss fight, and we're going to be doing a lot of damage. Like, as you can see, our damage is already increasing early on, and we're only at what, like 20 something cruelties? I think like 40 now. So it's going to be getting even crazier and crazier as we get higher and higher, especially the special 2 damage. We're going to be hitting about 40k special 2s. And this is also, Wild Thing has protection up as well, because we're going to be reducing that. Because he has no rock stacks, he's also going to be able to take more damage. So that's why Falcon is perfect for this fight. Perfect for this fight. Even like max full, maybe if you're full boosted, you have suicides on, you're not throwing any specials. You probably could get this guy down in maybe 1 or 2 revives. Probably a 1 revive. I think I finished this fight. Remember, I'm not running any suicides or boost. I'm just running some attack boost synergies. But I think I get this guy down to 70, maybe a little below 70%. So even without suicides, you can get this guy down in like 4 revives max. And I didn't even complete all the Abyssal charges in this fight. I think I had maybe like 60 something Abyssal charges left. Because I just wanted to showcase it to you guys. I didn't really, like, I wasn't trying to one-shot this guy. But just showing you how well Falcon works in a lot of endgame content, and why this guy is being slept on big time. I scrubbed up right there. I totally did not evade that heavy attack like I should have. But yeah, the name of the game is just keeping that lock on up and don't worry about the rock stacks. So now that we're in his second charges, his second Abyssal charges, now he's going to be gaining those rock stacks. So now you got to start managing, which is still not that bad. Just pretty much bait out the specials as much as you can. You can hit him outside of the lock-on phase now that he's going to be gaining rock stacks. So you don't really have to worry about too much of the lock-on now. Now that you have all those cruelties, you're going to be doing pretty much a lot of damage even outside of lock-on. Having the lock-on on though is going to help on the special attacks, especially the special 2, making sure you get that guaranteed crit. And then we get clipped towards the end here, I believe. But as you can see, man, we are taking this guy down, and we're not running any boost or suicides. Yeah, Falcon's great for a lot of endgame content. Like I said before, Abyss. I think my next Abyss run, I'm gonna bring Falcon as well as Aegon. Just to have an extra person there that I could throw in, if need be. There might be a path or 2 I could use Falcon on, like actually really use him. So we'll check that out. See how the protection actually hindered my crits. That's why in the first Abyssal phase, the lock-on is perfect because you don't even have to worry about any of that stuff. Just Falcon's amazing, especially for the first fight. Like this Abyss thing is a first fight. If you don't feel like ramping up your Aegon on this fight and you just want to get him down quickly, or for whatever reason, Falcon is a great option. Especially maybe if you don't have Aegon. Falcon is a great replacement option to have as well. That's where I got clipped. But we got pretty deep in there. And Falcon did an amazing job. It was what, 160 something hits? We did a pretty good chunk of damage. Like I said, No boost running, no suicides, just straight up Falcon with like a little bit of attack synergies. But he's great. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. So that pretty much covers Falcon as a whole and what he's good for, what he's not good for. He's also good for some book 2 bosses like Electro Luke Cage. I just didn't showcase in this video because I plan on making a video separately about the bosses and good counters based on an infographic that me and some other YouTubers like Ink put together. So yeah, that'll do it for the video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. I got to do my boy Falcon justice. I'm a huge Falcon fan outside of the game. So I'm glad that when he got this buff, it made him a very, very viable champion for new players and even end game content level clears. So yeah, I will see y'all next time. Have a nice night.